All right, guys, so it's about 30 degrees right now, and the high is only going to be 34. So this is the coldest cold front of the season. We've actually got a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice. Generally, it's not very pleasant, but it's actually going to be a lot of fun, because I know when you get a cold front like this, that the jerkbait bite turns on. And this is just one of my favorite bites of the entire year. It's just really exciting. And so let's see if we can get a few bites on this rip bait. There he is. Oh yeah. I love a jerkbait bite. Come here, baby. So I'm talking about, gotta love that jerkbait bite. Jerk, jerk, pause. So just like any other technique, the tackle for fishing a jerkbait is really important. Traditionally, you know, I used to use like a 6.5 foot rod, but now I use a 7 foot rod. I just feel like I hit the side of the boat less when I'm trying to move this jerkbait. And so I use a 7 foot medium heavy Versus Series rod from Fitzgerald, and I use a high speed gear ratio reel, the Stunner reel from Fitzgerald. And the reason I like a high speed gear ratio is I'm just trying to pick up that slack as I move this bait. And then the line that I use anywhere from 10 to 14 pound Vicious Pro Elite fluorocarbon. I don't ever go any heavier than that, because you don't want to impede the action of it. And then finally, you know, I end up using a little snap on this bait. So between the line and the bait, I use a little snap. Doesn't impede the action of it, but allows me to make quick changes to adjust the color of the jerkbait. And I also think that it adds to the action a little bit too. So that's my setup for fishing a jerkbait. All right, so now the question is, why are jerkbaits so effective during these major cold fronts and when the water gets colder? And the answer really is because a suspending jerkbait is made to imitate a shad that is dying or stunned because of the cold water. When you get that situation where you get a cold front and it just really bombards these shad, they start dying off. So you get a shad die off, you start seeing these birds fly around, as you can see right here in the background. There's seagulls flying around. And when you have those shad dying, a jerkbait is a perfect imitation, because it darts back and forth and then pauses and just kind of suspends there, just like a distressed or dying shad. So that's the reason why the jerkbait is so good. It imitates that better than pretty much any other tactic out there, because there's not a whole lot of tactics. It just sits there right in front of their face, and you can keep it perfectly still. So that's why the jerkbait is so effective, and it's a lot of fun to catch them.